All right. Hello, welcome. This is live call number 1 for the Awaken Your Chakras class. And I'm so excited because we have, I'm going to switch us over to the view to see everybody. We've got 23 of us, and we have 30 people in the class. So we have a solid 2/3 of the class right here. So look around, do your little Brady Bunch thing, check out everybody. You guys have brought yourselves together. You have called in each other for this class. You guys are creating your cohort and your experience. This is your support system. This is your group of people who are going through the same thing. They get it. They get you. And so know that you guys are here together energetically and in person as well. So every time I teach a class, it's a completely new thing. They say you never step into the same river twice. I never teach the same class twice. And part of that is because my intention as the facilitator is to be a channel for you guys. So you will draw through me what you need for your journey, your healing in this class. So I have a whole bunch of stuff. As you might have noticed, I can't stop giving you more stuff. So if you went into the class website, you'll see I even added stuff last night because I'm like, oh, you guys need this. Oh, okay, let's do this. Oh, this is really cool. So, so you guys are drawing it through me to you, but just look around and see who everyone is because you guys are on the same journey. So, okay, so Julie's asking me to mute everybody so that I stay on the screen. Actually, I don't know if I can because I want to see everybody. So I will, what if we do this? I'm going to try this, and I am fairly not experienced Zoom person, but I am going to try and give you guys the screen of this. Does that work? Do you guys see the Awaken Your Chakra class?
Yep.
Yes.
Is that handy to, how does it look at your end? Is that good?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Good.
Okay. I'm really trying to learn how to make this as user-friendly for you guys as I possibly can. So I will keep working on it. I'm just going to move this a little bit. So I know that it's nice to have something to look at and that sort of thing. So, but I don't get to see everybody and what's going on with you when I do this. So I'm going to go back. We're going to come back to this screen in a minute. And so Julie, I hear you, and I will do that again, but for now, okay. So for now, I want to have everybody, but it looks like everybody's kind of muting, which is great. You guys are muting yourselves, so hopefully that keeps me more on your screen. And that's much appreciated because we don't need going back and forth with, you know, like interference and stuff like that. So here's the deal. My intention for this call is we're here for 60 to 90 minutes, and how long we're here depends on you. We will not go longer than 90 minutes. If we get it all done in 60, yay, gold stars for us, because we're focused. I do have an agenda and things I want to talk to you about. There will be time for questions about anything that you have questions about in the getting started material. I do want to talk about the logistics of the class and how to approach the class and how to get the most out of it and a few things like that. Before we do all that, however, you guys, I want us to get grounded and centered and connected. So let's see, if you have background noise, I'm gonna just mute you because your little thing shows up on my screen. So looks like we've got just about everybody muted themselves, or I've muted you. So, because I get all excited and I tend to go, we're going to just take it down a notch. We're going to do a grounding cord. And then we're going to talk about what's going on with this class and how fucking awesome you all are for being here, and how excited I am because this is the class that puts everything that I love together into one place. And so it is exciting and it is an honor and it's a total thrill to be here with all of you. And I love looking at your faces because I'm like, God, you're awesome. You're awesome. You're so fucking cool. Oh my God, look at you. Oh yeah, this is such a kick-ass class. So, but I did say grounding cords. So I'm going to walk you through my grounding cord process. If you have a different process, go ahead and do your process. But for right now, let's take a moment, close our eyes. Take a deep breath and let it out. And gently just bring your awareness down to your first chakra. And hopefully all of you guys have gone through this. We have some energy tools in the getting started material. But if not, that's okay. Just follow along. First chakra is located at the bottom of your torso at the perineum. The perineum is that little bit of flesh between the anus and the genitals. And so from there, just visualize a beam of light energy moving straight down out of your body. Through the chair that you're sitting on. Through the floor. Down through all the layers of the planet. All the way to the center of the earth. And once that beam of light energy reaches the center of the planet, either find or create a way to anchor it there. And once you've got that grounding cord anchored, go ahead and bring your awareness back up to your body, to your heart center. We're going to take 3 nice, slow, deep breaths. Picturing that new energy coming in on your in-breath, all the way to your heart center. And as you exhale, radiate that love in every direction. 2 more times, inhaling new energy in. Exhaling, relaxing your body, radiating that love in every direction. 1 more inhale. And exhale, let go of the past, let go of the future. Settle into this moment right here, right now, in your body. And from this place of quiet, centered, grounded awareness, take a moment to clarify your intention for this class. It can be a word, it can be a goal, it can be a feeling, it can really be whatever you want it to be, but just get clear about what your intention is for the Awaken Your Chakras class. And take your time, there's no rush, but once you have that clarified for yourself, go ahead, bring your awareness back to the call, back to the room that you're in. Open your eyes if you want to write down any notes. It's always nice to write down your intention. And we're going to take a few moments to do some quick introductions. So because we have so many people, which is so awesome, we do want to kind of keep things moving. So we're not going to go into long stories about anything. Just say who you are, where you live, what brought you to the class, and what your intention is. And to keep the logistics a little bit easier, I'm going to just call on you guys from going across my screen. So as you're ready, we'll do that. So I'm going to start going left to right from my screen with Regina. So Regina, can you unmute yourself, or do I need to do it?
Good.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Hi, I'm Regina from Philly, and I am a Healing Touch for Animals practitioner, and I would like to have my intuition become stronger in this class by clearing my chakras and getting more stronger grounding tools.
Beautiful. Have you gone through the getting started material yet, Regina?
No, I didn't know how to get on there. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to do that.
Okay. I'll explain all of that once we're done. Make sure
Okay.
get you all set up.
Okay, thanks.
Welcome. Glad you're here, Regina.
Thank you.
All right. Next, Katie. You're going to have to unmute yourself if you're in a place where you can talk, and if not, that's okay.
Hi, I am.
Hi.
I have a sleeping baby here, so I'm going to talk quietly.
Talk softly.
Anyway, I'm Katie. I live in Clamaw, Washington, and I was just telling a friend of mine that I'm ready. I'm kind of on this healing journey, and I'm ready to do something like a whole body healing with the chakras. And ta-da! Your email came across her desktop, and she forwarded it to me, and here I am. I'm new to you in this group, and just really excited. I got through the materials yesterday, and it's perfect. It's exactly what I want. So thank you.
Woohoo! Yay! Welcome, Katie. Nice to meet you. You've got a lot of light coming from behind you, so I can't see your face, but happy to meet you.
In the window.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. Welcome. Thanks for sharing. You muted yourself. Okay, Sheila, you're next.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sheila. I live in Oregon. I'm a massage therapist, and I took Kara's Talk to Your Animals class, and I think it's really cool. And my intention for this class is to go through each of my chakras and try to do what I can to heal what needs to be healed.
Beautiful. That's really in alignment with what I want to teach. So
yeah,
we're a good match.
Good.
Awesome. Glad you're here, Sheila.
Thank you.
Louisa, you're next. And hold on, you're muted, and you have to unmute yourself.
Okay.
Yep, got it. I can hear you.
Okay, great. My name is Louisa, and I live on Cape Cod, Massachusetts. And for the past year and a half or so, I've been following a path of spiritual growth with Car, and I'm just ready now to take the next step. And who knows? She just suddenly open up your chakras class, and I said yes, and that's it, the next step. So I'm so happy to be here.
And we had that conversation at the teeny tiny little airport in Bimini,
Right.
where you found out about the class and
Yes,
said yes. It was awesome. So glad you're here, Louisa.
I'm happy to be here too.
Lisa Magulas, you're next.
Hi, I'm Lisa.
Did I say your name right?
You did. I always
right
say
on.
like Mr. Magoo, so high five to you. I've taken a few of Kara's classes and I love them. I'm from Agawam, Massachusetts, and the opposite side of the state from Louisa, not far though. My intention is to become really aware of where my chakras are in alignment and not in alignment, and learn how to fix them when I recognize that, not just for myself, but for my pets as well.
Awesome. You're going to love Marla Steele, one of our guest experts, and I will give you guys a little preview. She's got this really fantastic tool. I don't know if you can you see that?
Yeah.
So she's an expert in animal chakras and has a whole system for how to work with energy and animals and stuff like that. And she sells these, and I'm also hoping to teach a weekend workshop with her and go through all this stuff at some point. But that's a dream that we've been talking about for a while, and it'll probably not be for a while before that happens. But in the meantime, she's going to be a guest expert and share everything she knows with you guys about the animal chakras to get you started with it. And then maybe we can do something in person in the future and work with animals and stuff like that. Yeah. Thanks, Lisa. Welcome. So glad you're here.
Thank you. Me too.
Julie, you're next.
Hello, I'm Julie, and I'm from Kamloops, but I currently live in Chase, which is just a little ways outside of Kamloops, and that's in British Columbia, Canada. So I am here because I love Kara and everything I learned from her. And I'm normally an emotional person. I cry a lot, just so you guys know, but I'm also pregnant, so bear with me. So my intention for this class is to learn what I'm meant to learn. I've been very, very drawn to the class, and I just trust when the universe pulls me to things. Yeah, so there's a lot going on right now. The house is for sale. We're trying to move and pregnant and all this. And I said to Kara, I don't know about the timing of this. And then I signed up anyways. So yeah, it's just couldn't not be here. So I know that I'm meant to be here, and I'm meant to be here with all of you, and I'm very grateful. So, and I had no idea that you could release blocks with the chakras. So that is my intention, is to release my blocks and limiting beliefs, especially the ones that I have with money, because I find that I keep hitting this wall. And even though I should be able to go through it, like the things line up for me, but then I sabotage it, and it's just this repeating pattern. And oh, if we can fix that, that would be fantastic. So that's me. Thanks.
That's what we're up to then, Julie. Glad you're here. Really glad you're here. Thanks for sharing. Let's see, Kathy, you're next. Are you in a place where you can talk?
Hi, I'm Kathy. I live in Sheboygan, Michigan, at the very tip of the mitten. Why I'm in this class, I retired from a pretty regimented government job a couple years ago, and I kind of want to work on my natural born intuition, to be working with the dogs and horses. I'm involved with the Therapeutic Riding Club, and just some beautiful stuff that happens there. My intentions, though, is I want to understand the chakras better, learn how to stay grounded, that I don't need anymore, that's blocking me from doing other amazing things. Basically just get out of my head and into my heart.
Did you say out of your head and into your heart?
Yeah, because government work here, it's all a lot of head work. You don't get to feel much, you just do. I was a manager, so in charge of 10, 12 people, and unemployment agency. We were pretty busy dealing with a lot of things for a lot of years, and so yeah, I need to. I picked up a part-time job helping out a friend of mine with her mental health practice, and she's like, "Can you please just learn how to breathe?" So.
Awesome. And I've been to Sheboygan.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Wow.
And I just like saying it too.
Yeah, it is.
It's just fun to say. Well, Kathy, glad you're here. I think you're in the right place. Thanks for sharing and joining us.
Thank you.
Aussie Lisa, you are next.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, Yahoo. Good morning. Good morning, Dr. Kara. My name's Lisa. For those of you who I haven't met yet, I live in Cairns, far north Queensland in Australia. You probably might have seen where I live on the Great Barrier Reef when Oprah came over here. So it's a very beautiful place in the world. I'm doing this class because I was guided to Dr. Kara through my spirit guide some time back, and was told that she is a soul mentor and definitely a teacher for me in this round. So I've done the How to Talk to Your Animals class, and also I'm just on the ride. Wherever this goes, whatever she teaches, I stick to her like glue.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but very interested in the chakra class. For me, it's all about, this journey is all about expanding my awareness, and my intention, I just jotted down here because it's pretty early here, was 3 words: learn, apply, and elevate. So that's my intention. And also what Julie said about blocks. Yeah, I've got the same thing. I procrastinate about procrastinating. So there's definitely a certain level that you get to. And then my husband says to me, you're amazing at starting things, but you're really terrible at finishing them. So he said, that's everything from getting up from the dinner table and not putting the chair back, like little, not that he's worried about chairs, but that's his point. I'll hang the washing out and I'll hang half of it, and I'll come back in an hour and do the other half, So he says, you don't complete things. So that's what this journey for me is about, completion. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, you've completed my classes.
I have. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's my goal line completed for 2 classes so far.
Nice.
This is my
well
third
done.
with you. Yeah.
We'll rewrite that script.
Yahoo.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome, Lisa. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, everyone.
Jenny, you're next.
Hi, I'm Jenny. I live in Vallejo, California, which is 35 miles northeast of San Francisco. I'm an animal communicator and a pet sitter, and I love anything that has to do with Eastern medicine. I've studied the chakras and the meridians and tapping for a long time, and I just totally adore it. My intention is to use my chakras and learn, aside from the blocks, which it's amazing for, I also want to learn how to be better in control with opening and closing them, because I found in the past year, I just feel like all the floodgates have opened and my intuition has just, really expanded, but it's also allowed, and I'm also a highly sensitive person, so it's also allowed an awful lot of crap to come in. And I'm finding that it sometimes gets just incredibly overwhelming, and I need to figure out a way to manage it without killing people.
So you're doing it for the good of all of us.
Absolutely, totally for the good of humanity.
Thank you, Jenny. We all appreciate it. All right, well, glad you're here. Welcome. Anne, you're next.
Hi, everybody. I'm Anne. I live in Western Colorado, just south of Grand Junction. And I'm here because I took the animal communication class with Dr. Kara, and I loved it. And the tools that were presented to us, the most amazing one for me was the chakras. I've done a lot of yoga in my life, and we blithely throw around that term chakras, and that working with them was so powerful and exciting. So when you opened up this class, I didn't think I could take it at first because of time, but you just make time. So I'm really, really happy to be here. Super psyched. My intention is is to awaken my chakras. That's my intention. And I have those of you that were with in the our class of the animal communication. I have I think stuck throat, not stuck, but my throat is pretty shut down. I can feel it because of the tools that you gave us, Dr. Carr, and I'm aware of it now. So yes, I want to become aware and to awaken my chakras, and I'm so thrilled to be here with all of you.
So happy you're here, Anne. Thank you. Thanks for sharing. Joanne, you're up.
Everybody, can you hear me?
Yep.
Great. Well, I too took Dr. Kara's communicating with animals class. I think I was in the class before this last one that some of you were in, and I loved it. And it's been a wonderful journey. And I kind of hit a lull. And my challenge right now is my schedule. I live in Petaluma, California, which is beautiful. It's north of San Francisco, North Bay, and I work in Santa Rosa. And I'm sitting in my car right now, which is how it's going to be on Wednesdays. But I think it'll work. And I'm excited to be here. When I heard about the chakra class, I was like, yes, I wanted to learn more. I work with alcoholics and addicts and trying to help them get treatment. And I'm sure right now I can feel it, that I had some really tough people I was with this morning. And I think it'll be very instrumental in helping me keep my boundaries. And transformation is my intention for this class. Transforming any blocks, limiting beliefs that would keep me from healing, helping to heal others, including the animals in my life, and going out from there, wherever that leads. So I'm delighted to be here, and it's great to get to know everyone. Thank you.
So glad you're here, Joanne. Thank you. And hopefully you're using some roses with your clients.
I thought about that right in the middle of a session and did use it. So yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Grounding cords and roses go a long way.
Thank you. Yeah.
Protect that energy field. We'll talk more about both of those things later for everybody else. But yay. Glad you're here, Joanne.
Me too.
All right, Vicki, you're up. You want to share anything?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yep.
My name is Vicki. I'm a certified life coach, a certified equine assisted coach, and a Reiki master. I took part in your animal wisdom. What was that with all the different lectures in it?
The summit, Animal Wisdom World
Summit. Yeah, the World Summit. And I really learned a lot, took in a lot, and appreciated everything that you shared. My intention, I'm highly intuitive, and I've done some things with chakras, but I want to learn more about them. And what I usually am looking for is words and how others are explaining it, because I feel a lot and I sense a lot, but I don't know how to share with others. And I'm also very interested in, of course, the equine part, because I partner with the horses to help the people. And so you're kind of juggling your chakras, their chakras, and somebody else's, and to try and get a sense of how to do that better.
So like managing the energy and the chakras between yourself, the horses, and your human clients.
Yeah, and I'm getting better at not taking it in. like that's not mine type of thing. But yeah, I think I want to tap into more of the horses.
Awesome. Awesome. Good. Well, welcome, Vicki. Glad you're here. Nice
Thank
to
you.
meet.
I'm in Southeast Ohio. I don't know if I said that.
Nope, you didn't, but that's awesome to know. All right. Thanks. Bobby Joe, you're next. Wait, you're muted. You have to unmute yourself. I can't do it. There you go.
I was too excited. Hello, everyone. I'm Bobby. I currently live in Texas, but I am moving as soon as I get unblocked to New Mexico. We've been in the process of moving for close to 5 years, and the closer you get, the more stuck I get, at least. So even though it would be easy to say, oh, I don't have time, I really am so excited about this course. I love Dr. Cara. I did my first introduction to her work and her world was Talk to Your Pet earlier this year, and I've been loving mentoring courses. And so I've been exposed to chakras through many mentors and experiences as a journalist, spiritually based journalist. However, it's been more academic. And my intention for this course is to truly open my heart and my chakras. And my main note that I wrote was light up my chakras. I have not yet had the breakthrough to the color and that. So I truly want an experiential awakening of my chakras and my animals, my horses, dogs. So I'm very excited to be here with all of you. Thank you.
Glad you're here, Bobby Joe. I think I chose the right name for this class.
I think so.
Awesome. Thanks, Bobby Joe. Sherry, you're up next. You want to share?
Yes. Good morning, everyone. I am from Portland, Oregon, but I have been living in Japan for 30 years. And it's the time of this class will be early morning for me. I woke up at 5:55 this morning, and thus I'm still in my pajamas. I'll always be in my pajamas with my hair standing on end. I'll apologize ahead of time. I am in the kitchen getting ready for my husband's lunch he has to bring to work. So this is what I'll be doing probably at the beginning of each class each time. I'm really happy to be here. My intention is, let's see, I wrote down lots of words as I was listening to all of you. Healing, transformation, somebody else used that really struck a chord with me. Awaken, of course, learning, getting in tune with my chakras, getting in tune and getting back into balance. And I'd like to learn, because I'm an animal communicator as well, so I'd like to be able to tune into animals' chakras to see where they're in balance, where they're not in balance, be more in tune, and not have to rely on my pendulum, which I often use to clear chakras or check if they're in or out of balance. Let's see, what else? It's so nice to see so many people that I know. I've taken the animal communication course. I'm in the mentoring, in the animal wisdom circle, just everything. I like all of Kara's classes. They, like Lisa said, it's like a moth being drawn to a light. I'm the moth and Kara's the light. I like all the classes and everything Kara has to offer. And so it was just natural to take this class. I was actually interested in taking a class like this all year long, and it just appeared at the right time. So I'm very happy to meet you all. I may go on, have my video off at sometimes, you know, as I run around, not to distract, but I'm here. I'm all ears.
We're glad you're
Happy to
here,
be
Cherry.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Glad you're here. Welcome. All right, Gigi, you are up next.
Hi, everyone. Dr. Kara, I was actually introduced to you by Tammy Billups. She is a really good friend of mine. Yeah, and so I had what I do, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, and back in 2003, I opened a pet rescue organization where we're going into the county shelters, rescuing animals, getting them adopted. And so Tammy does a lot of work with us with the energy healing with the animals. And so I was thrilled to join into the Animal Summit and really appreciate everything that you do. I think it's very interesting that the animals seem to be bringing a lot of us together. So I think that's very, very interesting. And I do apologize, I don't have my video going. I'm at one of my places of business, so I'm not set up to be able to do that right now. But my intention, the word that came to me was clarity. I have the nonprofit, the Pet Rescue, along with a for-profit business, getting ready to open another business. And so always been interested in chakras and just the clarity and understanding them more. And as others have said, how I can use that to help the animals. So I really appreciate you doing this for us.
Wow, awesome. Love what you're doing in the world, Gigi. Thank you. And I'm so happy to meet you and know that Tammy brought us together. I'm so glad you're here. All right. Sharon, you're up next. Hi, Sharon. Are you there, Sharon? Oh, I just unmuted you. Are you able to talk? Maybe not. We'll come back to you. So that means Pamela, you're up. And if Pamela, if you're able to talk, just unmute yourself because I can't do it.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hi, yeah, welcome.
Thank you. Well, I heard of this class through your emails, which I signed up for when I did the Animal Insider. Well, I'm part of the Facebook page there, as well as the summit. I'm Pamela. You can call me Pam. I live in Boise, Idaho. I've been a massage therapist for over 20 some years and work a lot with energy and have worked with the chakras in the past. For the last few years, I've been working with studying to be an animal communicator, and Val Hart has been my teacher. And she recently said how important it was for us to have our chakras open and running in order to do animal communication. And so I've really been focusing a lot on my chakras. And when I saw this class come up, it's like, I got to do this because I really want to become an excellent animal communicator. So my intention is partly, to intending to open up my intuition so that I may become an excellent animal communicator, but also for a deeper understanding of myself and to heal old wounds that I have carried in my energy body and my chakras for my whole life that have inhibited me from being and expressing my wise woman healer fully.
Wow, beautiful. Well said. Welcome, Pamela. You're in the right place, and it's an honor to have you here with us.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing. I'm going to mute you. And Barbara, are you here and available? Do you want to? Let's see. I don't know if you're muted or what. I don't see anything for you, but if you want to put something in the chat, go ahead and put it in the chat if you can't talk, but you want to share something, and we will come back to you. And then that means Jamie, you're up, right? J Nest is Jamie. Jean, sorry, Jean. Jean, do you want to, are you able to talk or not? Do you want me to skip you? Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see it, but Jean is typing. She's gonna type it in. I'll relay it to you guys as we get it. Let's see. All right, so it's just, I feel like there's a lag, so we're going to keep moving forward. Jean, when that shows up, I will share whatever you want me to share, and we'll open it up to area code 201. We have 2 more people, you guys. We're almost there. So area code 201, if you're able to share and you want to share, go ahead, you're unmuted.
Hello?
Hi.
Can you hear me? Oh, okay. Because this is Barbara.
Hi,
I'm
Barbara.
calling in on my phone, yeah, because I can watch on Zoom, but I can't figure out how to get the audio going. But anyway, I am taking this class because lately I've been particularly interested in learning about the chakras and so I've started studying them. And what grabbed me was your sample class. You're a biologist. I too am a biologist, and I loved your graph. You're teaching it from a little bit different perspective, I feel, because you have the biology background. Your graph of the timeline, the X, Y, and the goal line. So that's actually what grabbed me then to take this class.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I cannot figure out the Zoom with the audio, but anyway, that's it.
We're all learning. We're all learning. Well, great, Barbara. Glad you're here. And what's your intention for the class?
Intention is to deepen my understanding of the chakras. I'm learning Reiki too, and to help my own self-healing and help others, and then animals.
Great. Beautiful. Well, thank you and welcome. Glad you're here. And as I learn more about Zoom, which my learning curve is pretty flat. I'm having a hard time learning the ins and outs and how to make things happen and stuff, but I'll share whatever I can with you. So glad you're here, Barbara. Welcome. And then let's move over. The last person is area code 562. I just unmuted you. Do you have, I don't know who this is, but you're welcome to share. I don't know. I'm not hearing anything except for walking around noises. So if you're area code 562, we're listening to you walking around and breathing. But I'm going to guess that you don't have anything to say, or you can't speak right now. So I'm going to mute you again. If you have something you want to share, you could put it in the chat. And I'm going to just share. Jean said she's from Oregon. She's an animal Reiki practitioner and teacher. She wants to be the best person she can be, and she's very interested in developing a sense of community with like-minded people. So Jean, you are absolutely in the right place for all of those things. Thank you for sharing that, and welcome. And Sharon, it looks like you chatted something, but there was no content there. So if there's something that you want to share, just let me know. And if there's something that's just for me, just let me know that too. But otherwise, we're going to keep moving forward. So, welcome everybody. So glad that you are here. And I love the way your intentions are aligning with the class that I want to teach. And I'll just share that my intention is to be the clearest channel of love, light, healing, insight, information, understanding, community, connection, and spiritual growth that I can possibly be for each and every one of you. And it's always my intention to bring all of my skills and tools and abilities and experiences together in service to you. So thank you for sharing your intentions, because that just helps me tailor everything to you guys and customize it. So I'm going to go back, I think, let me just check my notes really quick. Okay. So I'm going to go back to sharing my screen. And let's see if I can do it like this. What do you guys see when I share this? Do you see like the whole screen with all the little notes off to the side, or do you just see the one big slide of Awaken Your Chakras class?
see the notes on the side.
See the whole stupid thing? I can't figure out how to make this bigger.
If you go to the notes on the side, yes.
Click on that?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Why isn't it doing anything?
It should close that out, and then you're just
There
going
we
to see.
go.
There you go. Yep.
Was it better?
Yeah.
Better visual?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. Yep. Thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome.
Always good to have a techie in the crowd. So let's talk about the class and a couple of things about the class. So like I said, this is the class that I feel like I've been preparing my whole life to teach. And I've actually taught pieces of it before several years ago when I was first getting started in my business. So now it's like 7 or 8 years ago. And it just is finally coming together in the way that I want it to now with you guys. So it's really exciting for me. And I feel like this is, for me, like, how do I put everything that got me to this point together into one class? And so I will be looking for feedback from you guys about if it's just way too fucking much, okay? So feel free to let me know, because I want you guys to be like drinking from the fountain, not a fire hose. And I've tried to break it down into manageable bite-sized pieces so nobody gets overwhelmed. But there is a lot here. And I feel like if we're going to learn something, it's really nice to have the information and the understanding at the intellectual level. Like, we need that. Sometimes you just need that piece of information to understand something. However, because our chakras are interwoven into every aspect of our lives, I couldn't pass up the opportunity for some going deeper healing, some deeper healing to happen as well. So that's why I put so much, I front loaded this with a lot of stuff in the Getting Started material to start to create the experience in your body of greater awareness, greater grounding. I don't do any healing without a grounding cord. It's like, just don't leave home without it. You have to have a grounding cord. Otherwise, it's going to get really messy and ugly. And I've seen it happen in big groups. And it's like, I don't want any part of that. So the logistics for the class, there's 8 modules. And the Getting Started material is module 1. And I really highly encourage you to move through in order through that material before you move into the chakra material. So Getting Started is really laying the foundation for success in this class and being able to move through this class in a comfortable fashion. Because as most of you know, and probably all of you know, healing can be very, very uncomfortable. So I'm just gonna mute you, Bobby Joe. And Joanne, I just muted you as well. So healing can be uncomfortable, but there's ways to work with your body, your mind, all of the pieces of your being to make it more comfortable. So I want to walk you through this. And FYI, this is a video. It's in the Getting Started material. Regina, I have not forgotten you. We will talk about how to get to the Getting Started material and the class website. But this is kind of how I see approaching the class. So number 1 is go through the Getting Started material, get the orientation, because the spiritual orientation that I talk about there is going to set you up for success here. It's going to make it easier to understand the chakras and how they do all these things. So go through that. And then once you, each week, so there's 8 modules, there's 8 weeks. Each week we will focus on one chakra, and we're going to go through the same material for each chakra. So you're going to get to know each chakra one by one. And this is how I really see, come on, please move. Okay. I don't know. So this is kind of the order that I see taking things in. So we'll start with watching the chakra info video. So that's the overview of the themes, the physical, the mental, the emotional aspects of each chakra. That's going to orient you and give you the information. The chakra balance video is going to teach you how to recognize when that particular chakra is in balance or out of balance, and whether there's too much energy or too little energy in that chakra. So you'll start to be able to just, it's like putting on these lenses. We're just going to look at this one part of our lives, and we're going to look at it from this chakra perspective. So you'll see where you're in and out of balance relative to that chakra. And then there's the chakra fixes video, which will give you all kinds of tools to use in your life, whether it's foods or activities or thought patterns or whatever. Those are in the chakra fixes video. So I have a worksheet, and we'll go through this as well in a minute, but we have a worksheet for you to create a summary sheet for each chakra if you are a note taker. So you can kind of write it all down on one sheet. I kind of envision that if you print out the PDFs for this class and you do 7 copies of the summary sheet, 7 copies of the exploration sheet, you're going to end up with a notebook all about you and a lot of insight into yourself and a nice record of your journey. So the summary sheet is there. If you're a note taker, those are the 3 videos that are designed to go with that summary sheet. Step 2 is to then take that information and integrate it into yourself and your life. So the personal exploration sheet, and I can show you these as we go. Let me just back up just a second. So if you guys have been into the getting started, I don't know if you can even see this, but here's your chakra summary sheet for each week, and you have all of the information and a place to fill it in. And then your weekly chakra exploration is going to be this one. So it's really looking at where is this chakra in working in my life. What did I notice? What am I doing really well? What's going well with this chakra? Where can I use some updating? So we really are, most of us, operating on these unconscious old habits and patterns of thinking and talking to ourselves. And the really cool news is that we created these patterns so we can uncreate them and create new patterns. So you're going to do a little bit of exploration here with this and find the patterns and habits that are operating relative to that chakra in your consciousness. Also, one of the things that I talk about in the chakra info video is the traumas that happen in our lives that affect the specific chakras. So, for example, chakra 1, a very minor a minor trauma is to move around a lot when you're a kid. And when I was a kid, we lived in a different house, in a different neighborhood, in a different school district every year until I was like 9 or 10 years old. So every year I was in a new house, I was in a new neighborhood, I was in a new school, I had no continuity. Well, that is a trauma to the first chakra. So that would be something that I would put on this sheet, like, oh, moved every year for 10 years. Right? So, and those memories of being at a new school, having to make new friends, trying to fit in, all that kind of stuff, that's something that I could use this time to heal in this class. So that's going on that chakra exploration sheet. Then the next step is that I've created a chakra EFT video and tapping. And if you're new to tapping, I do have on the handout the tapping points in a diagram, also the tapping points, a description. So if you're a word person or a picture person, that information is there for you. But in that chakra EFT video, we're going to tap on a lot of the themes and common experiences and common blocks and common limiting beliefs of that chakra, but there will also be time for you to tap on and start healing those memories. So by doing that research before you come to the tapping video, you're going to have a richer, more healing experience. And tapping, for those of you who aren't familiar with it, it just fast tracks the healing. It takes the charge off of stuff, and it allows us to integrate our experiences without having negative emotional charges associated with it. So there will be time in there to do that. You can, of course, come back and watch that EFT video again for that chakra if you have other issues. So if I was abandoned or neglected or beaten, all first chakra kinds of issues, then I could come back and tap through that with the video each time for those memories. So that's step 3, and then I did my numbering wrong, so it should be step 4, but it's still step 3. Then once you've done that clearing, then my suggestion is that you do the chakra affirmation video and start having those positive beliefs moving through your consciousness on a regular basis for that chakra. Also, the chakra animal video is another way that I see for you to anchor the chakra information in a kind of solid, tangible, real world kind of way. So like the mantis is the chakra animal for the getting started section, because the mantis is all about living in a spiritual context. And this class, and especially the foundational getting started material, is all about putting your life into that spiritual perspective. So mantis is going to remind you, so you could print out a picture or have a screensaver on a phone or a computer or whatever, just to start integrating all of that information at that subliminal level. Then the next step would be to do the chakra meditation video. And I really highly recommend, for those of you guys who have not taken my classes yet, to start putting all of these tools into a daily routine. So every day you're going to set your grounding cord, you're going to run your energy, you're going to call back your energy from anywhere else that it might be. And then one by one, you will add in each chakra with the chakra meditations so that you're activating and awakening and opening up that chakra. The chakra fixes video, again, come back to that and apply any fixes that are appropriate for you. So whatever feels like it's going to be nurturing. If it's chakra 1, it might be gardening. Gardening is a great chakra 1 balancing activity. So maybe you spend more time gardening or out in nature, touching dirt, walking barefoot on the beach, all of those things. Find the ones that speak to you. There's going to be more than you need. Don't feel like you have to do everything. Just pick and choose what resonates with you. I was going to say one other thing, and I can't remember what it was. Something about the chakra meditation. I don't know. I'm going to open it up to you guys for questions about that if you have any. So that's kind of the way that I see this, the way I set this class up, and the way that I feel like you're going to get the most out of it is to very gently move yourself through these processes, clearing out the old stuff. Whenever we clear out the old stuff, that leaves an empty space or a vacuum. So you want to feed yourself with the good stuff. So that's the affirmations, the meditations, and all of that. I'm going to come back to you guys. I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to open it up for questions. So what questions do you guys have about any of that? Kind of. Anybody? Questions? Jenny says no.
Dr. Kira, Dr. Kara, this is Gigi. Can you talk just a second more about the grounding cord?
Yes. What question do you have about that, Gigi?
I'm not as familiar with it, so I liked it when you were taking us through, centering. Is that what it's mainly for, is centering?
So the grounding cord, you can think of your energy field like a balloon, and you're in the middle of it. Like when you go to Disney and there's like the little Mickey Mouse face inside the clear balloon, that's your body inside of your aura, your energy field. So your chakras are feeding that energy field and that aura. And the grounding cord is like the string that you hold your balloon down to keep it from flying away.
That makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, beautiful. Great question. Thank you.
I have a question.
Go, Lisa.
Oh, I'm unmuted. I actually went through all of the preparation stuff, and I did have a question about point 4, which was the grounding cord. When you set your grounding cord for animals, I take it you can do that. Can you also visualize let me backtrack a bit. When you're cleansing yourself and your chakras, you send down what's not for your highest good through your grounding cord back down to earth to sort of recycle that energy. Can you do that for animals as well? Can you send whatever's happening in their aura or their energy field that might not be for their highest good? Can you visually transcend or transmute that through their grounding cord? Is that kind of, did I say that clearly?
I think so. So if I'm hearing your question correctly, Lisa, you're saying that you can send stuff inside you down your grounding cord that you don't want. And can you do that for animals as well?
Yes. Can you send it down their grounding cord?
Yes. So the short answer is you can do that energetically with animals.
Yeah.
We're not going to cover that in this class, but yes, you can do
Oh,
that.
sorry.
No, and that's totally cool. I want the animal stuff, obviously, like it's all going to come up, but the way that I practice is if I'm doing energy work on an animal, I will put stuff down the grounding cord with my hands doing the energy.
Right.
The thing about the cool thing about your grounding cord in the sense that we're talking about is that you can put thoughts and emotions and upsets down your grounding cord, the energy of that with just your mind. So with your intention, you can do that. I don't have experience doing that for another being.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So if say I'm walking my dogs and my dogs get in a fight and they're upset afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how with my mind other than to just visualize it or have the intention that that's going to go down their grounding cord. So I can't really speak to that as a tool to teach because it's not something that I know how to do.
Okay.
Does that answer your question kind of?
It actually does. There must be a reason why it came up. So it's something that it might probably not be right for now, but I think it's obviously come up for a reason, and perhaps that's something that is doable and probable. I don't know. It's come up for a reason.
Yeah. So if we were doing a hands-on healing course, I could show you how to do that and talk about that, but I don't know how to do it in the framework of this course.
That might be further down the track, but I just thought,
might be a great question for Marla.
Yeah. Okay.
So keep asking those questions because then we can, have them ready for when we talk to Marla.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, wonderful.
And that goes for everybody. Keep track of your questions about all the different things. If there's something I can't answer, we will have our experts our expert guest lecturers answer those
Mhm.
questions.
I'll keep that one then for Marla.
Thanks for
Okay.
the question, Lisa.
That's
What other
okay.
questions do you guys have?
Hi, Kara, this is Pam from Boise.
Yeah, Pam?
I guess there may be a question in there somewhere, but for the most part, I would just like to share or comment about the golden sun technique for re-energizing. I loved that. I think it's a perfect avenue to help me and us remain more fully in the present moment. Like with all the hustle and bustle in our day-to-day lives, it's easy to drift off and have our attention get away from us in our now moments. So I had a thought that the glitters and the sparkles that that I blew into my energy field are still holding the imprint of the full golden sun. So it's doing its work on bringing back my energy on a continual basis throughout my day, kind of like a hologram idea. The sun is not destroyed. Each of the sparkling pieces hold that perfect whole sun inside, as well as the magnetized energy. I'm reading from my notes that I jotted down after watching that or after doing that technique, so I may sound kind of choppy, but so each of the sparkling pieces hold the perfect whole sun inside, as well as the magnetized energy pulling back any leaked energy that happens throughout the day. So I guess my question was on the lines of what Lisa was asking, that through intention, I can do this with my animals too.
Yeah. Why not? So you should definitely give your animals grounding cords. And here's the thing. In my training, a grounding cord is the only energy tool that you can use on somebody else without their permission.
Okay.
All right. So even your pets, if you're going to do, do a golden sun for them, which would be lovely, you need to ask their permission first and receive a yes from them to do that.
I understand. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I love where you guys are going with, wow, I can, play with my intention and do all this great stuff. But at the same time, we have to really, really, really respect the autonomy and the integrity of all the other beings in our world.
Gotcha.
That makes sense, Pam?
Oh, it does. It does. And one other note, as a continuation, seeing the qualities I put in daily can help me grow more in wisdom at everything I learn in the new day, and to aid me in not being so scatterbrained at the info that's flying in from the outer world stuff. So I'm really excited about using my playful imagination with this particular golden sun exercise.
Yay!
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And you reminded me of something else I wanted to share with you guys, which is the daily affirmation page in the handouts. So, and I'll just show you really quick on my screen, and maybe I'll go to speaker view really quick. So hopefully you guys can see me and see this page. So this is one of the handouts. There's a PDF that has all 5 pages, I think it is. And this is your daily affirmation. I highly recommend printing this out and putting it someplace you can see it. In the morning, it's your intention. It's your daily intention to gently heal any issues associated with the current chakra. And request Spirit's guidance and assistance and blessings for that. And then in the evening, there's a reflection that's simply saying, thank you for the blessings of my day. I'm grateful for the awarenesses and the healing that happened, even if it's incomplete as of yet. I'm just grateful for all of it. And this really is the bookend for, again, the spiritual context for what we're up to. It's just a very gentle reminder and a habit to start getting your consciousness and your thinking patterns into this place of like, it's all healing. Everything I'm doing is healing. whether it feels shitty or not. It's healing. It's bringing something to my awareness. It's either it's healed, or it's gonna be healed, or I'm just, it's in my awareness, so I know it can be healed, or whatever. But those are really powerful affirmations to just nestle yourself within that energy field each day, and to be able to go to sleep at night knowing that all is well, that there's nothing wrong, no matter what blow up happened, or what trauma you released, or sadness came up, or anything. It's all okay. It's all within the context of your healing, and it's what you signed up for when you took this class. And that doesn't mean that it's going to have to be intense or something you have to struggle with or work hard to get through. I say take the grace and ease plan, only as much as I'm able to handle today. And you are in charge of how and when to heal stuff. You're going to be working your process, your healing process, and you can say, stop, that's enough at any time. And I've done this. And I've been healing some big shit and been like, no, I can't do any more. In fact, let's just dial it down a little bit, because this is just really taxing and it's exhausting. And I need to have energy for myself and my family and my dogs and, all that kind of stuff. And so you can just say, nope, back it off a little bit. I can't handle this much. I'm going to, if this is a 9, I'm going for a 7 today. That's totally okay. And not in a negative way. It will be there tomorrow for you to heal tomorrow. So if you had something that was 10 units of healing to do, sure, you could do 10 in one day, but you could also do 1 every day for 10 days. It still gets healed, and you still get to live your life, and you don't have to go into overwhelm or anything like that. It doesn't have to be traumatic and painful to heal your past. It can be graceful and joyful and easy. Just a little heads up. Okay, I learned that one the hard way. So I want to pass it on to you guys. Okay. What other questions are you guys having right now?
Are you going to, would you just review with us how to get the getting started material?
Yes. Thank you, Louisa. So Saturday morning, everybody should have received an email from me that actually came through Kartra, which is the website provider, the whatever platform for our class website. And in that email would be your email address, the link to the portal for the class, and a really pesky made up password. If you don't have that email, please let me know and just put it into the chat. Bye, Julie. You have to go. All right, big hugs to you. We'll talk to you later. So if you don't have that email, please put it into the chat or email me and I can resend it to you. But I'm going to do a screen share to show you how to get there. So let me share my screen again, just to make sure that everybody is on the same page. So can you guys see this?
Yep.
Okay. So here I am at my Kartra login. It will look something like this for you guys because I have admin access in Kartra. It might look a little different, but when you click on that link, it should automatically come up with this box. I from years of experience now, 1 year of experience, I highly recommend that from the email that you got, that you copy and paste your email address into that top box. So copy and paste it here. Copy and paste the password they gave you. Do not try to replicate it and type it in. That's where people have problems. So copy and paste that password in, make sure there's no extra spaces, and then click on login. So it's going to be a little bit different after you click on login for you guys than it is for me. But I'm going to now go to to the part where it's going to show you, this is what's going to show up for you. Log in. So once pretend that stuff didn't happen, because once you click on that green button, this is what it's going to take you to. It's going to look like this. So right now we're at the home, and apparently I don't have much to say because I just said welcome. It's not like me. I'm usually much more verbose. But across the top, this light gray line is the menu for the class. Eventually that's going to have all of the chakras up there, but each chakra goes live only on the week of that chakra. So I don't want you guys getting ahead and getting freaked out. So right now, all we have is the home, the getting started, and chakra 1, which you guys won't have. But you can click on the getting started. Is this making sense, Louisa?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So click on the getting started, and then like say you want to go to the first one, you just click on that, and now we're in the getting started folder kind of. So I've already watched this one. So it's highlighted and checked. If I wanted to watch the next one, I click on that and it just shows up in that same space. And you can go all the way through. At the very bottom of this menu down here is the handouts and worksheets that I was telling you about. And so you can download each one of those. This is what they look like. But if you just click on these links where it says download, it will automatically download that for you. So that's already downloading for me. Boom. Questions about that?
No, that makes sense.
That makes sense. Did you get that email, Louisa?
I did, and then I copied and pasted it in a bookmark, and it's sitting in my bookmark. And I didn't know to open it up. It said to copy and paste. Is that right? You said to see. I didn't know how to do the copy and paste, and I asked someone to help me. And so we stored it because I didn't want to lose it, or I didn't want to just keep it all in my emails, in my email. Yeah. So they helped me copy and paste it into bookmark. And so if I go to bookmark, it's sitting there.
Okay.
So, but I didn't open it up.
So you will get an email automatically from Kartra each week when the new material becomes available. So every Thursday morning at like midnight or 12:01 a.m. Eastern time, I think it is, you'll get an email that says new content is available. It will have the link to take you to the class. It will have your email as your username, and it will have your password there again.
Okay.
And once you get in the first time, you can change your password to your own password in your profile.
Okay.
So you don't have to keep track of this funky little computer generated password. You can, have it be whatever you want it to be. And then it's easier to remember. And then you can type it in. I just find that very first time, if you copy and paste that one, 99.9% of all of the problems people have getting in are gone if they copy and paste that password.
Where are you pasting it?
Onto that login, that rectangle. So it had a place for your email address and then a place for your password. Okay. So copy it from the email you got, and then once you click on the link, that box will open up and you paste in your password that they gave you. And then after you change it, you don't have to do that. You can just type it in.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
I'll take another look and see what I've done.
And just email me if you have any problems.
Okay, thanks.
All right. What other thoughts or concerns or questions do you guys have?
I have a question with each week we're going to be going through the videos and then you have interspersed in there guest lecturers.
No,
So, no,
no.
you don't. Those are bonuses.
The bonuses to me make a lot more sense after you've gone through
Okay.
the 7 chakras. So those are going to open up at the end, with the exception of, is that true? No, I think they're going to be at the end. I will talk to Marla about maybe having her come in sooner or coming in live. Right now, the plan is that I will record the interview with them at their convenience, and then that video will be in the class content in the bonuses section. Melanie Midges, who lives in Bali, she's an Aussie from, I don't know what part of Australia, but she lives in Bali, and she wants to do face reading live and do it on you guys. So she can look at our faces and tell us what's going on in our chakras by what's going on in our faces, which I think is pretty fun. And so she wants to do that live. So we've tentatively scheduled that for December 18th. So it would be the 9th week of this class, at about the same time, to have a live call with her, and she'll walk us through the face reading for chakras.
Okay, the only reason I asked is because you said write down your questions for Marla and everything, and I thought, well, if it's a recorded thing, we can't ask questions.
I haven't recorded them yet.
Okay.
So write them down, and before I record them, I will gather them from you, is my loose plan right now. And I'm open to other ways to do it, but this was the way that I thought of. That's the least, it's like the easiest way to do it. Like, I can meet people at their convenience and ask the questions and have it all contained for you guys. But we can also, keep a running list of the questions that you have about the different things. So
I just have one more question. So each week's videos that we're going to be watching, are we going to be watching those on our own, like the getting started thing, and then the class is open for discussion?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And the new chakra week will start on Thursday. So the class call will be the completion of that chakra. So if there's any unfinished material, we'll have questions, we'll have Q&A, we can potentially do tapping if people are having things that didn't get cleared. I see Dazzy on the couch behind me. And hopefully, come to that place of completion with that chakra on the call. What else?
Okay, so Dr. Kara, so to clarify,
yeah,
I didn't get the email on Saturday, so that's why I emailed you. But you emailed it to me, and I got it, and I was able to listen to the courses. But you had said every Saturday or every Thursday now that we get the
it's going to be every Thursday that the new chakra will be available to you.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we started Saturday for getting started because the registration closed on Friday, and wanted to give you, the most amount of time possible before our call for the getting started material. And if you guys haven't gone through the getting started material, I highly recommend just going in order and working your way through before you get to the chakra stuff. Unless you've taken a lot of classes with me, but even if you have, stuff comes out in different ways in different contexts, and that's kind of everything I think you need to be able to move and really jump right in with the chakras and the healing on yourself, which is, the best benefit of all of this class.
Well, I'm psyched.
Yay, Pam. What else, guys? Other questions? Thoughts? Celebrations? Concerns? Comments? Did I cover everything? Did I answer all your questions about logistics and how things are going to happen? Does anybody have questions from the getting started material about any of the content in that? Sheila? Wait, you're muted. Hold on, Sheila. Okay, you're unmuted. Go ahead.
I went through all of the videos except for the re-energizing, which I assumed was the golden sun.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And so I'll go ahead and go through that. It sounds like there might be some new stuff.
You know how to do that.
Yeah, I was thinking that I did. Yeah, last night I was up pretty late just trying to go through all of the videos, and I was so curious what all the other stuff was. I decided to skip that one, thinking it must be the golden sun.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
You were right.
Okay.
All right. So let's see. A few questions have come in on the chat. So before we wrap up, I want to just check in there. Let's see. Mantis messages about being yourself based on the expression of the divine within us. So Jean is asking, what about people who have a lot of negative energy and have difficulty seeing the positive, but they don't see that about themselves? We have to love them anyways. Usually we're married to them. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. I'm not totally sure what the question is, Jean. So here's the thing. Here's an extra bonus fun thing for you to do is to look at people that you see and see the divine in them. See that divine inside all of those negative, complaining, uptight, bitchy, rotten, terrible people around you. The divine is within them. We used to do an exercise at USM. We would end each weekend with soul gazing, and you're literally looking into one person's eyes and seeing the divine in them. It's great practice to do with people you love because it's easy to see, or with your dogs or your cats or your horses. You can see that in them. It's a little bit harder at jury duty, which I did. I spent a whole day doing that. And it's especially hard, you know, in traffic and at grocery stores and all that kind of thing. It's in there. We are not in charge of people's experience and when they're ready to awaken. All we can do is love them and accept them and know and accept where they are without making that wrong, because we've all been all of those things. A lot of people said they had to run and they said goodbye. So Julie and Anne said goodbye. Let's see. Bobby Joe had to run. And Jean, if you have something to add about that question, if I didn't answer the question you're asking, let me know. But here's the thing, is we all carry around all of our experiences of our lifetimes inside of us. We carry them in the energy field of our chakras. This is why we're looking at our chakras, because we want to unpack these parts. Well, my kids just got home. We want to unpack all these things and look at them and go, do I want to keep this or not? Right? Hold on. Hey, you guys, I'm on a class. Sorry. So, you guys want to meet my kids?
Yes.
You got to go? Oh, you have your tech rehearsal, huh? Zane, you want to come say hi to my new chakra class? No? Okay.
Oh, come on.
Too politely declining answers. Not polite.
Can I take these?
Yes. Yes, of course. Why don't you just wear the shirt you have on that's the same color?
I'm wearing a dress. It's for Adelaide.
Okay. All right. Lexi and Zane are performing with the high school orchestra and singing groups tonight, so it's a big night at our house. So what I was saying was, we all have all of these experiences inside of ourselves. What this class is about is giving us the tools to pick and choose what we're going to keep from our past, what beliefs are really serving us and helping us in our lives, and what beliefs are not, and what emotional trauma and experiences are holding them in place. The judgments that we have about those experiences, about the people involved, that's what's holding those non-supportive patterns in our lives. And we get to now unpack all of those things and take apart those pieces. And Zane, can you close my door, please, sweetie? Zany boy, can you close this door, please? Can you close this door? Because your singing is distracting. Oh, yeah. No, this door. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Okay, thanks. I love teenagers. They're the best. This is why I usually don't have calls at 2 o'clock. So not everybody has that, right? Not everybody has that awareness. Not everybody has that desire. And not everybody is on that path that we're on. But we have the privilege to learn what we're learning and to heal what we're here to heal. And we've earned the right to heal whatever we want to heal and to change whatever limiting beliefs we have somehow picked up. This is the kind of the cosmic timeout from real life or regular life or busy life and busyness to go, okay, wait, I'm going to just look, I'm going to reflect a little bit. And I'm going to look in these 7 places in my life, one at a time. And I'm going to pull out that backpack of stuff. And I'm going to look at it and I'm going to see, what are my beliefs about money and family and survival and my body. And, you know, I'm going to just look at those things this week. I'm going to see what comes up that's ready to be released. It's going to feel intense when it comes up. It's going to be an awakening and awareness. And not a lot of times, just by looking at stuff, it dissolves. By bringing it up into the light of day, it dissolves. And so the chakras in this class are designed to facilitate that experience so that you can bring stuff up, evaluate it, keep it, not keep it, but also give you the tools if you want to let it go, that you're going to know how to let it go, not just have to live with it or overcome it or muscle through it. We're going to release and heal those old traumas in each of those chakras so that when this class is over, your chakras are humming and spinning and open and balanced and working together, and they're moving you forward in a positive way. And when your chakras are doing those things, your experience of life is really lovely. You're not triggered, you're not upset, you're not wishing things were different than they are. You're in a place of centered, grounded surrender. And surrender in a sense of co-creating with spirit, that I'm in love with what is. This is what is. It may be painful, it may be hurting, but I'm not in resistance to it. I'm not avoiding it. I'm not wanting it to be other than what it is. So there's a level of honesty and authenticity and peace that comes from doing this work. And we're going to do it in the most gentle way possible, because we're opening up some big fat cans of worms in everybody's life. And we know that, but we also know what to do with that can of worms. And we also know the power of our intention to say, oh no, you little worms, I'm only taking out one at a time. The rest of you back in the can. We'll deal with you later. Okay? You are in charge of your experience. And I'm gonna do everything I can to give you the tools and the information and the support to go through and heal each worm one by one, or one part of one worm. We're not going to look at that image, no, but just that's what we're up to. And this is all from, you know, what do we do with people who aren't as advanced as us? We love them, we accept them, and we can't do that till we love and accept ourselves. And this is how we love and accept ourselves. We find the parts of ourselves that we didn't love and accept, that we think were wrong with us, that we've resisted or avoided or hidden from, and we take them out into the light, and we love ourselves anyway, even with this thing. Love is the answer. That's what we're up to. I hope this is the class that you wanted.
Oh.
everyone should be here. Oh, Kara.
Maybe a touch soapboxy, but this is really what we're up to, and this is my intention with the class, is that you get to go through each chakra and heal whatever's ready to be healed. It's all coming up to be healed, or you guys would not be here. You wouldn't be hanging out with me. Seriously, like, you wouldn't do this if you didn't have stuff ready to be healed, because this is what we're up to. I don't hang out with people who don't want to heal their shit. Like, I don't have time. Done. So that's you guys. You guys are now, in that circle of people who are on that path. You're here to be your best self. And these are the best tools that I have to support you in that. And think about that for a minute, because I've seen a lot of you guys come really far from the other classes, and this is like the best stuff yet. So it's going to be fun. Hopefully you feel okay, and that you feel in the right place, with the right group, with the right content, with the right teacher, all of that stuff. I see the beauty in each one of you, and I see even greater self-expression coming forward for each of you, and greater peace and greater power and greater satisfaction in your lives. All right, should we end it there? Should we wrap up?
Sounds good.
Beautiful.
All right. My last question for you guys is, now that you all know each other, do you want me to create a class Facebook group so you can connect between calls?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be cool.
I think that would be great.
All right, then I will do that. We'll set that up, and I'll send out a link to everybody to come on over, for those of you who are on Facebook. Because you guys, I feel it. Do you guys feel that energy of the group? I feel
Yes.
it, guys. It's like, whoa. So get you guys together. All right. So by the power vested in me, by each of you, I declare this class call complete. And I celebrate you. And I can't wait to see you on the other side of Chakra 1. And we will be connecting before that in the Facebook group. All right. Love you guys.
Thank
Bye.
you. We're on a good road.
Yes. Should we do one, like, I don't know, big wahoo? You guys want to all unmute? We'll all do a big wahoo.
Sure.
All right. On 3. Is everybody unmuted who wants to be? Unmuted, muted. Jenny, you're muted. Do you want me to unmute you?
Okay.
There you go. Okay. All right. And if you're not unmuted, I assume you don't want to be unmuted. So here we go. On 3, wahoo. 1, 2, 3. Woohoo! Here we go. All right. Have a good week.
High fives.
High fives.
Okay, thanks.
Big hugs. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.